All right, today we're gabbing with Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hochstein, who joined the show all the way back in season two. But to me, you are a bona fide OG. You are a certified OG of Miami to me. And Lisa, I'm excited to get to chat with you again. How are you?
I'm good. I rang the Nasdaq bell yesterday. It was
Incredible.
incredible. It was such an amazing moment for my company, Splitwell. And then we had this gigantic, like our logo, company logo in Times Square. It was such a
Major.
pinch moment. I am just so grateful. Like it was so good,
That's
you know?
bucket list. That's bucket list right there.
Exactly. It's like check.
Yeah, totally. That's incredible. Oh my God. And it's
Buy
also a
from
full
that
like New
over
York
the
moment
hill.
too. It's like a New York vibe all the way through.
I can't even believe it happened. I'm just
It's
so happy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Um, so Lisa, it's been an intense season for you in particular so far. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like just thinking about like, having to deal with your dad while also dealing with the friendship fallout with one of your closest friends on the show, like that's a lot to deal with. And I'm curious, one, just how you've been doing since filming in regards to losing your dad, and also just what it's been like to sort of have to watch all these episodes back because it can't be easy.
It's it's really hard to watch these back and to have to relive this. My father died back in October.
Hmm.
So having to relive everything and seeing all of the negative talk behind my back. Um, and to see the girls say these things when I was going through what I was going through, I didn't feel very supported, other than Gertie, Alexia, and really Adriana was
Hmm.
those three were very supportive. And I just didn't feel the love or support.
Yeah.
And for me, I would have been there for my friends and not been piling on like literally like right after somebody lost a parent or a loved
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, of course. And I was going to ask you because I feel like the in this most recent episode, the party with the red flag game, the narcissist party, which was just like
It
so
was like
brutal.
it was like a witch hunt, you
But
know?
why do you think everybody else, like, I understand from Larsa's perspective, I guess, like why, because you guys were not in good place, but like, why was everybody else also seemingly coming for you?
I believe that Larsa was going behind the scenes and trying to get to form an I Hate Lisa club, you know? Um, because Julia has always been trying to be friendly with Larsa. In season five, if you remember the Versace mansion, she
Hmm.
said, they got into it. Why don't you follow me? Why don't you like? I forget if it was a follow or a like, but she was really upset about
Yeah, I
Insta.
remember that.
Like she really wanted Larsa's approval. It was
Hmm.
almost like a little embarrassing, like relax, it's not a big deal. Like who cares? Just let the friendship unfold naturally. But Larsa really wasn't into her and or having a friendship with her. All of a sudden, when she needs people, um, Julia is now like upper, like, upper, you know what, trying to I don't know, like do whatever she says. It's just weird because Julia and I have been friends. We've been out to dinner. I've invited her to Christmas, like everything. We
Hmm.
have a friendship even outside. So I was very disappointed to see that her need of Larsa's approval superseded our existing real friendship. Like I thought
Totally.
that was crazy. And then yeah, I just feel like she's, Kiki's like all over the place. You know? Like she really is. I don't know. I don't know with Kiki.
Do you feel like, I feel like Kiki maybe feels in between you two, but I feel like maybe it's,
No,
you know,
she's all about like Larsa,
okay.
It's been like that since
Yeah.
season five. So
Right.
I get that, whatever. Um, I
Yeah.
think Adriana put of, some of the things fine. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. Like we all have issues, but to diagnose someone as a narcissist, that's like a mental disorder that only a therapist or a psychologist can. We throw this word way too loosely. Narcissist. No, people have narcissistic traits and
Tendencies. Right.
qualities, but We all do. We all have an Instagram. We're on a TV show, for God's
Right.
sake.
Right. But it's like it did feel sort of like an overstep for some of
It
some of
was a
that
witch
labeling.
hunt, a dog pile. It was all of it. Like, I couldn't believe, like, one of the traits of a true narcissist, and I'm not saying any one of these women are, because again, I'm not a therapist, and neither was the guy there hosting it, by
Mhm.
the way. To like, you have to have empathy. Empathy is what narcissists don't have.
Right.
But no one really had empathy for when I was going through the loss of my father, and just literally not even a week before that, except for Adriana, who stood up for me,
Hmm.
Gertie, Alexia, sort of, but mainly Gertie and Adriana, like, really had my back, and they were calling me and they were there for me.
Yeah,
And I did see,
that's good.
which I really love, like, Alexia was trying to defend me and trying to stop this madness. Um,
Right.
she
Right.
was, but
I feel like what a dynamic in the whole group that doesn't really get its due, in my opinion, as a longtime watcher of the show, is your friendship with Adriana. I feel like your bond is, it will show itself in certain moments, of course, but I don't feel like it's gotten the spotlight that it necessarily
yeah,
deserves
and
because you
it
guys are
should.
really underratedly very close and connected.
Very, very close. I've known her for, God, what is it, like 14 years now?
It's amazing.
Started filming, and then there was a hiatus. We stayed close throughout all of those years. We were always talking on the phone. Like, I knew all about her divorce. Like, we were there for each other. We have a special relationship. I don't know, like, we have a soft spot for each other, and we just really love each other.
Yeah, it seems that
Um,
way.
yeah, we do. I have her back, she has mine, and yeah.
Yeah. And
And
I also feel,
even Alexia, sorry to
no,
interrupt,
all
but
good. Go.
Alexia and Marisol, we also kept, very close throughout the hiatus. We were remained friends, but not really all together. Like, I would hang out with Marisol and Alexia separately,
Right. That makes sense.
Adriana, but I wanted to be friends with these girls.
And I also think the way that you were able to maintain those separate friendships, then also when it came back, it seemed like you and Larsa sort of reconnected before that, and you had that friendship for a while. Like even though Larsa and Adriana were like not friends at all and didn't like each other,
You
you
know,
were
yeah, Larsa and I were not friends. I've seen her at different events. She claims, like, this best friend thing for
mm,
15 years. The reason I said that that is not true, because best friends, like, she also throws that word around so loosely, just like she does, like, everyone's her best friend.
got it.
Like, literally everyone, oh, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. But, like, how many best friends can you have? It doesn't have as much meaning when you say it to everybody.
Sure.
But we really connected more, throughout filming. And we did. We were really close during filming. So I was very disappointed and upset, obviously, that this has happened, because there was, real feelings
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
for.
And it can't be, I can't imagine what it's like to sort of have to negotiate in your mind, like, okay, we're friends. The show brought us together.
The
Like,
show brought us together.
but how genuine is our friendship really? It's probably hard to figure that out sometimes, maybe.
She's been lying so much about me, and it's just unbelievable, because it's like blatant lies.
What's the
Bringing
biggest lie that you can think of that she's told about you recently,
the biggest lie.
or that
Oh,
stands out to you?
that I've been trying to chase her around and be her friend, and that I was, like, fangirling, and went to some, like, Hublot event that she was hosting. I don't even know. First of all, it was Art Basel that for that event, and I didn't even know that she would be there. I was invited by, like, what is it? Hublot. It was a Hublot party.
Right.
People just go to all these
Yeah.
parties. You don't know who. I didn't even know she was somebody that would be hosting something. Like, who,
Mm.
like, why would she be hosting a Hublot event? I don't know. But because there was a random photo, and I had sent her this photo when we started connecting before the first season of the
The
reboot.
reboot.
I go, ha, look at this old photo I found, right? And now she's literally showing it to all these girls and saying, "Oh, you see, she was following me around, like, she was trying to be a
Oh,
friend." I'm like, literally, I sent you that photo first, and now you're pretending that it was me trying to I'm like a fangirl. It's just like it's
Yeah.
Delu, you know?
Why did you, because you alluded to this video that you posted a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. Why did you take that down?
So I posted it because I was pissed. This
Yeah.
girl is coming for the person, my support system, Jody, like these wild, reckless accusations. You
Hmm.
know, we all know what they were. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Can you imagine me going after her long if she had a longtime boyfriend, because Marcus wasn't even a longtime boyfriend, or her husband, if she was with Scotty and Scotty was on the show and
Mm.
they were married, if I was to have said that, are you kidding? Or if I was to have said that about Martina,
Hmm.
that would not go great.
No, of course
Don't
not.
people that are there to support us. Like
Yeah.
it's just diabolical and reckless.
I'm curious about the when you had your lunch in this past episode, which I thought the editing of which was top tier. It was wild. But
Right.
the when you we had not heard the claim that she had called the paparazzi on Marcus when he was on vacation and the infamous photos that came out from that. And we haven't heard much about it. Can you explain any more about that or where you heard that?
I'm going to save that for the reunion, I think.
Okay. Okay. Do you have receipts for that?
I'd rather save everything for the reunion.
Okay. All right. I got it. I got it. Um, I feel like going into that lunch though, Lisa, you clearly wanted to sort of calmly get through some of these issues and keep
Yeah.
it sort of at I could tell. And
Yeah.
then that claim comes up and you can see Larsa go from 0 to 100. And I feel like that's what happened
Well, that's what she
at
does.
yeah, well, that's what happened in the first episode at Jody's party. And
Yeah.
um, I'm curious how you have like maybe because of those experiences with Larsa, like have you changed any of the ways that you like try to resolve conflict with her or like address things with her because she does kind of pop off so quickly?
No, not really. Like it's like talking to a wall.
Got it.
You know, like it's just you can't get through to her. Hello. It's like calm the hell down. Like you have 4 kids. Like, don't you know how to speak to people properly by now?
Hmm.
It's wild.
So it's kind of like a fool's errand in your mind, kind of to try to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm never gonna get through to her. Like you're she doesn't take accountability, you know?
Yeah.
It's like no matter what, even with the Gertie situation, it was I don't think she still understands that that was wrong. Like I just think that that's what I think. That's my opinion. I don't think that she understands that you should just take accountability and people would like you more if you did that. Just
Hmm.
say sorry and be done with it.
And also, I'm guessing that sort of being closer to her again through the show, sort of how she really thinks about some of these issues and resolving them. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. Reunion sounds like it'll have a lot of
Yeah.
good information from you. Okay. So you and her, is it going to continue like this all season, or is like because it seems like there's a quasi truce right now where we are in the season airing,
It's like
up and down.
roller coaster. It's a
Got
roller
it.
coaster ride.
Okay. The other person is Stephanie, who you have a rough start with,
Yeah.
and I interviewed her last week, and she said that you two are on fairly good terms right now. Is that
Oh,
accurate from your perspective?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Stephanie,
Okay.
I love Stephanie. I think that I was trying to give her advice like, hey, maybe be a little less showy. I call her Boss Baby because she reminds me of Boss Baby.
I see it. I see it.
Um, but like that's her thing. That's her shtick, right? Like on her Instagram, she is like flashy and I like to look at these things. I think it's fun to look
Of
at, but I
course.
think people have this idea of her that's um maybe not how I see her when I'm speaking to her off off camera or just one-on-one on the phone, you know? Like
Hmm.
I think that she's pretty funny and she has great style and I think she's hilarious. I think
Yeah,
she's a
no,
great addition to the show.
me too. But I'm curious, well, like when you got onto that Sprinter van, you showed up late, and she just
Yeah,
like kind of
I
tears
know.
in.
It's terrible. Like I really didn't want the girls to wait. I offered to take an Uber, you know. I had Larsa's like, well, your dress doesn't fit. And to give you the background for that, it's because my boobs kept popping out. Like they were, my nipple was out. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to have something done. And it was my goddess dress. I had no other backup. So I'm like, guys, whatever, just go ahead without me. I'll take an
Right,
Uber. But,
right.
you
But I'm
know,
curious, like from your when you sat down and she started to sort of launch into you, Was part of your was anything in your mind like, oh, she's kind of fighting Larsa's fight for her because
Yes.
Larsa, okay, you thought that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that Larsa's behind the scenes trying to gather the people for the I Hate Lisa Club, because she needs people because she really didn't care about a lot of these people in the past seasons. She didn't
Mm.
really, she had me, and then she's like, I'm good, I have you. But now that she doesn't have me, she's like, oh, well, who can I get to help fit my narrative? Well, haha, like, I don't know. I know that she's like that.
Well, it sounds like Stephanie at least is not going to be totally roped into that if you two have formed a
Yeah,
friendship.
I think that Stephanie's smart and she has a mind of her own and she sees things but I think before meeting me, like she definitely had a bad idea. And then I was late and she hates being late. So,
Hmm.
combine all of
Bad
that,
bad combo.
recipe for disaster.
Right,
So,
right. I'm curious to get your thoughts quickly, Lisa, before we wrap up. Is the Julia and Gertie thing is very like divisive online, and people have a lot of feelings about it. And I think the general consensus seems to be that people don't love how Julia is handling this whole thing with Gertie. And you and Gertie's been backing you up, as you said, in a lot of this stuff that's going on between you and Larsa.
yeah.
Um, what do you make of how that's unfolding and kind of the reaction to it?
I don't like it. I wasn't there. So the whole season I was like, what happened? Like I couldn't
Right.
understand the depth of what had happened, right? Like the next episode, you'll see the next episode is
Oh,
it's
really?
it's like jaw dropping,
God.
jaw dropping. Um, but because Adriana and I were not there, it was hard to understand because you're
Right.
getting there's two sides and then there's the truth, but then I see it and I was like, oh, ooh, that wasn't good. And
Mm-mm.
I would have said something because that's unacceptable. You can't throw water on someone like that.
No.
Oh, it was like a,
Yeah, she tried to keep going. She like tried to do it
like,
twice.
like that.
Yeah.
And so I was very disappointed. I thought that because I haven't seen her get like that.
Yeah, me neither.
So I feel like she probably really regrets that. She must, because it's not going well for her right now. So she must.
But she keeps on bringing up the issues, and I feel like it's not.
I feel like that's not even relevant anymore. It's just like, okay, please just stop.
Mhm.
Please just like stop defending yourself at this point because no one even knows that stuff happened also when nobody was there.
Right.
You know?
Right, and it's
So
confusing.
it's very confusing. I'm seeing that. It's very confusing for everybody. And then so it's double confusing for Adriana and I because we weren't
You're
at
like
the original fight,
blind.
nor
Yeah.
we weren't at the second fight.
Mm.
So we're like, what is happening? But seeing it, I'm like, oof, girl,
Hmm.
should have kept that water in the bottle.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Lastly, we're still kind of early in this season, but even though it feels like so much has already happened, there's
God.
obviously a lot to come.
God.
You're already kind of compiling the folder of receipts clearly for the reunion. We're getting ready for that. Tease a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Holds up the phone.
Yeah.
What's more to come from you in particular when it comes to this group for the rest of the season? Is it obviously we're up and down with Larsa still? Anything else you can sort of tease for us?
Well, we have some amazing trips.
It looks like it.
I mean, we went to Milan already, and that was like episode two. There's like what, two or three amazing trips, three trips actually, three locations. So over the top, like I don't think any other Housewives franchise has ever had this many fabulous trips. So we're constantly on the go. It was a lot of work. This is the
Yeah.
most work I think we've ever done in the
Yeah,
show.
I believe it.
Because we're like jet setting everywhere, which is fabulous. But there's the cast trips is where the real drama happens
It
because
happens.
there's no escape and you're like there for days and there's nowhere to hide.
Don't you go on a cruise ship too, which is especially you can't escape?
Especially you can't escape. Like the
Yeah.
only way to escape is overboard.
The lifeboat, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, I'm so happy to have had some time with you to clear some of this stuff up and get into it.
About Splitwell. Did we talk about Splitwell?
Let's talk about Splitwell. Are we going to see more about that this season? And
I hope
like,
so. I hope
okay,
so because this is a tech startup, so I'm a tech woman.
I
You
love
know,
it.
like my boyfriend has a very extensive background, like in tech. Like he is like the king of startups. He has about five startups
So
that were
impressive.
all successful. He hates when I, brag about him, but he went to Harvard. He's incredible. He's a genius. So he helped me with this tech startup, and it came because we were thinking there has to be a better way to deal with divorce and people not understanding legal, and with the help of AI, like AI is the next, everyone needs to get into it, into
Yeah,
AI. So it's meant to de-escalate, help you understand your legal, save money, help go through a painless or less pain of a
yeah.
painful divorce. So yeah, it's available now on the App Store and at splitwell.com or the App Store. And Android, we're going to have available for Android soon. And then Splitwell app on Instagram.
If Lisa, if you had had Splitwell during your ordeal,
Yeah.
I'm going to call it with Lenny,
Mhm.
how would that have looked different, do you think, for you?
Oh my God. This is why I came up with the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I would have had this, first of all, it would have de-escalated so many conversations. Because when you go too far and then now both parties are not speaking, then you have to get a lawyer involved. And now you're
Hmm.
paying that lawyer when you could have just maybe de-escalated. So on our app, it helps you de-escalate the conversation with the chat advocate. So you can set
Got
it
it.
a different tone that it's you can choose the tone you like also. So you want to make it a little friendly or more business like, whatever it is. And then that right there will help you move it along.
1,000%. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like,
And then
we always say like take a breath before you speak, but like that's the AI clearly is going to help you sort of like put
right.
almost like a filter on it. It sounds like to
Right. And then there's a note taker. So every conversation it will alert the other party, yes, but it's hard to retain all the information because there's so much going on. It's very confusing if you don't know or have a legal background. So it has that where it can, it combines all of your documents, all of your legal, and explains what you can do, what your rights are, and really helps you save money
well,
instead of making a phone call to
I
the
think it's amazing that you're using your difficult experience to now you're basically paying it forward to help other people
yeah.
who so they don't
Yeah,
have to go through what you went through.
I am so passionate about this project. I really want to help people, and I think that it's so needed because there's really nothing like it out there.
Hmm.
We've thought of everything, and in our future versions, we're hoping to get all the feedback to make it even better.
I love it. Well, yeah, now people don't have your other half or your former other half doesn't have to have his dial into page 6 to communicate with you. So
Yeah,
that will
yeah,
solve that problem. Yeah. Well, Lisa, I'm so happy to have some time with you. I love chatting with you, and I love this show
yeah,
so much and believe in your cast so much. And
yeah.
I love this show so much. So it's a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your support, and it's so good talking to you as always.
Yeah, as always. Thanks so much, Lisa.
Bye.
I want to gab.